here out in my dad's backyard right now. We're just going to wait for a few more people to show up. We got our axe, of course. And we got a little friend joining us today. Got a little caterpillar over here. And yes, I've done a little trimming to my beard. Just a little bit. Not a lot. So we're going to wait for a few more people to show up, and then we're going to get started. What's up, official? How you doing? We're sitting here with little caterpillar friend. I'd pick him up and show you, but he's got a lot of stingers on him. I'm going to show you this way. We made a new when all them spines on there, they protect him from birds and stuff like that. Other than that, we're having a great day. How are you doing there? It's always good to see new people in here. Molly, what are you doing? Yeah, big guy, isn't he? The only difference is, man, I'd hate to touch him. I'd hate to touch him. So, yeah, guys, welcome to my dad's backyard. Oh, you're not new official? Oh, okay. My bad. It's been a long month. It really has. We just got back from eating lunch. Hi, my Jin Jin. Jin Jin made it, everybody. You know, for those of y'all who are here and new, Jin Jin's my girlfriend. You know, so thank you all for showing up. Hopefully we'll get a few more people in here and things will get popping. So yeah, we're sitting out here with Trolls Bane on my dad's little picnic table out in his backyard, just enjoying ourselves. So yeah, we went to a nice little Chinese restaurant for lunch. What did everybody else have for lunch? 2 words. Oh, you are Carta Best. Oh man, I had forgotten, brother. I am so sorry. See me, I was live? Good. Maybe the notifications went out. By the way, honey, what do you think? I trimmed up the lip line. No more overhang. You know, I trimmed the beard up just a little bit. You riding down the road? Moving right along, chug, foot loose and fancy free. Oh, man. We went and had some nice, good Chinese food. We came back home, got to do my show, and guys, I'm just going to start unpacking after that. You know, I really ain't got nothing else to do. You know, I don't have the same job anymore, other than doing some laundry later on today. So I don't really have the job that I used to have anymore, so I'm kind of free. In a way, you know, because I'm not tied down to work. So I'll be able to come on here a lot more often, you guys. You know, I don't know exactly how often, but it's definitely going to be more than 3 times a day, probably. I'm just getting things squared away and situated right now. You know, and we're fully settled in, then everything will get going back to normal. Dad's even talked about taking us back out to the swamps so we could go walking around again. You know, and this time I'm going to record it and then post it. You know, so that way y'all can actually see what's going on instead of it being pixelated all to crap. You know, that's the only part that sucked about that, man. It was so pixelated whenever I got to finally take y'all out into the swamps that nobody could really tell where I was at. So we gonna redo that one. We're gonna redo that video. Here in a little while, I'm probably gonna try to pull out my forge and my anvil. Give me just a few minutes and I'll probably go grab it. But I'm gonna go grab me something to drink real quick, and I'm gonna grab my tobacco and I'll be right back. All right, everybody? I'll see y'all in just a minute. All right, everybody. I am back. Looks like the chat hasn't changed. I'm going to have to check that. Give me just a second, guys. Thought so. Oh, all right. There we go. My chat froze. What is up? Hello, everybody. Hello, Ben. Hello, Fraylin. Nice to meet you all. All right, everybody still here? What's up, B4sha? What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? See you later, man, official. Well, used to be car to best. So yeah, guys, welcome out to my dad's backyard. You know, see you later, man. You know, welcome out to my dad's backyard. We're probably going to be doing the afternoon hangouts out here. I don't have the best signal out here from the looks of it, but it's not too bad, you know, guys. So, welcome to our new existence out here. It's not too bad. It's definitely home. So, yeah, we got a few places around here that we can explore, we can do things at. Right here on the spot where the phone's sitting at is probably where my forge is going to be going. So, we're going to get my forge set up out here, and we're going to start doing some forging videos because my forge is literally right there. I'm looking dead at it. So, I got to take that out. I got to check it out and everything like that, make sure it's still functional, make sure everything's all right on it. And my anvil is right around the corner. So we about to do this right, guys. We're about to get back into good shape. Yeah, my Jin there. Oh, man. I do not condone the use of tobacco, just so you guys know. But I am addicted. That's why I do not condone the use of tobacco. But, man, when you're an addict, it's hard to get rid of something. And right now, I'm an addict to nicotine. It is unfortunate. It is something I wish to defeat. But it is a truth. Oh, wow, we're getting all kinds of alerts going on here. We're getting all kinds of alerts, folks. Getting all kinds. Everywhere. What we got? Been slowly getting back to working out myself. Oh, yeah, Portia. It's going to be nice to finally be able to sit there and say I'm back in shape, you know, get back into working order. And blacksmithing is one of those things, especially in this heat, that is going to get me back into that shape I want to be in. Because if I can sit here and forge out a perfect template for a knife and get it taken care of. I'm sorry about the loud vehicles and everything, guys. My dad lives right off the highway. I've quit a few things, and nicotine is one of the hardest. Yes, nicotine is stupid hard to get rid of, man. I wish I'd have never started. I really do. Because every time I quit, 3-4 months later down the road, I'll be like, yeah, I haven't had cravings in a while or something like that. And then, man, they'll slam into you like there's no tomorrow. You know, it'll hit you hard. And there's really not much you could do about it. I think that they should do research on making a drug, like a pill or something, that makes it easier to quit smoking. So, guys, we have more room. And, yeah, I got the cops called on me this morning for practicing. That's why I'm back out here with it. Go ahead, bring it on, folks. By the way, guys, we've got some great news. For those of y'all who are haters, guess what I found last night? I found my divorce papers. So guess what you guys will get to see tonight? You guys will get to see my divorce papers. So everyone who keeps saying that I've lost my kids for horrible reasons, you can kiss my ass. Pardon the language. Yep, definitely got the axe out today, brother. I got enough room to maneuver it and use it now. Now that we're outside in the backyard, for sure. That's enough of that. I don't need much. All right. But yeah, Cass, we got the axe out today. The very axe that made me famous, everybody. This axe right here, Troll's Bane, was the axe that started the zombie video, guys. This is the axe I pulled out during the zombie apocalypse video. And this is the one that everybody recognizes. This is Troll's Bane. And I'm so glad that we've got enough room to use him. I'm glad that we've got enough room to maneuver him. I'm glad we got training space. You know, we won't have standing water in the yard. That's the big one. No more standing water in the daggum yard. I don't have to wear rubber boots just to walk out my front door. So there are some bonuses to living here and being off the swamp, you know, guys, which is unfortunate because there's a lot of negatives to it too. I can't just go fishing whenever I want. I got to actually take a trip. Can't go turtle hunting or snake hunting whenever I want because I actually got to go somewhere for that now. But we're only about a mile inland from where we used to be. But a mile is far enough to where you don't really want to walk if you got a 45-pound catfish. You know what I mean? It's so much easier just to take that big old kitty fish and go home with him when you're just right there, you know? We're going to stick Troll's Bane in the table right there. And we just going to sit here for a minute. We're going to see who else is going to show up. Let's see if my chat froze again. Probably did. Let's see. Nope, chat did not freeze. We just ain't having nobody talking today, guys, which is unfortunate. I would have loved to have been able to speak more with you guys, but it looks like nobody's showing up, but a very, very few people. So I don't know how much longer we're going to continue. If it keeps going at this pace and nobody responds, then more than likely I'm going to end the show at 30 minutes, guys. But quite frankly, I would love to be able to have good conversation. So if y'all are new and just found the channel, please come on in and say hi. We don't bite here, we don't judge, and we damn sure do not allow trolls here. So remember that. There's a reason why my axe is called Troll's Bane. We do not allow trolls. So if you're a troll, head on out. If you're an actual decent human being, come on, sit down, have a conversation. You know, that's what the whole channel's about. It's helping people. I found a man today while I was goofing around just on lives. Found a man today that is on a weight loss journey, just like I am. You know, guys, I've lost a lot of weight. It doesn't look like it, but I used to be in a 48. Now I'm in I used to be in a size 38 to 40. Now I'm size 36 to 34. Maybe a 32, depending upon the waist size. And it's from training with this. Yeah, training with my axe has lost me a lot of weight. So you guys never underestimate the power of a little bit of weapons training. You know, you don't have to sit there and curl weights all day or anything like that. You could just go out and be active. Just go out and do something, guys, and you'll lose weight. You know, that's the main thing is go out and be active. Drink a lot of water. Drop your sodas. You know, I only drink one thing that's bad for me, and that's Monster. But I have to have one every now and then because of my medication. Because coffee just doesn't work. Chin Chin, you still here, baby? But yeah, we're sitting here. my dad's backyard. You know, that's the lot right beside us, and then right past that lot is the highway. So, yeah. Which, you guys want to see the yard? Welcome to where I grew up. Welcome to my home. Me and my dad just cut that tree down not that long ago, that one and the other pine tree. But this is the yard, guys. What's up, Andre? Long time no see for sure. How you doing, brother? There's our boat. And that, my friends, it is the yard. That is where I live at now. So yeah, as y'all can see, I'm in a fenced-in yard and surrounded by neighbors. But it's something I'll get used to. Update on Shuck, guys. Shuck is still sick, but he's doing better today. We gave him a good flea dip, and we gave him some medication, and we got him a veterinarian appointment. So we're going to get my Shuck taken care of, guys. He's going to be back to normal in no time. We just got to get that strength built back up in him. Okay, guys? So, yeah, that's the update on my Shuck. Whoa! Wind got strong there. Sorry about that. Hey, it's Zen. How you doing, man? We are trying to fix this stand where it will stay standing. But it's good to see you back, Zen. How you doing, man? We're sitting out here in my dad's backyard. This is now going to be our permanent residence. So glad y'all could join. Glad y'all can hang. Check this guy out too, by the way, guys. This guy was on the table when I got here. This is what we here in Texas call an asp worm. Not an ass worm, an asp worm. A-S-P. And they're a type of caterpillar. But you see all them little spikes on him? See all them little spikes? Do not touch. You will regret your decisions. But he's just a little old wormy worm, squirming his way down along the table. So we're going to leave him be. You're also in Texas? That's awesome, man. What part of Texas? I'm close to Beaumont. So, yeah. Welcome into Texas, brother. If you ain't been living here long. I don't think we have those here. That's cool. Yeah, we got even bigger ones than that, guys. We've got some called a thorny devil, which is about a little bit longer than $1. And it's got thorns all over it. Big old huge spines everywhere. But those won't sting you. Those are completely harmless. They just look intimidating. But that little bugger I just showed you guys, that little sucker feels like a wasp. You know, it's he packs a punch for such a little guy. I am in Mission. What do you mean you're in Mission? Oh, Mission, Texas. Oh, okay. I know where you're talking about now. I know where you're talking about. Mission, Texas. Oh, man. I know the state. I know the town, but I don't know exactly where it's located in the state. I can't remember if it's central, northern, or West Texas that's at. But I'm here in Coombs, which is good ways away from Mission. What brings you to Mission, Texas? And yes, guys, I'm sorry I'm smoking on camera. It's... Excuse me. Swallowed a bug. But I know I'm smoking on camera. I'm sorry. What's up, Rock? How you doing? Please don't track me. I'm not going to track you, man. Don't worry about that. I ain't going to track you, dude. I was just seeing if I could remember in my head. How you doing, Rock? How's the art coming? Do any more of that badass makeup yet? I don't know, guys. I'm in a mood today. No problem, brother. You know, Zen, I'll never do something like that. My viewers' privacy is their privacy. You know, so I'll never look up your past or anything like that. I'm not that kind of guy. Because, you know, privacy is a big thing for me. I haven't done one yet, but I'll do one soon. Actually, I'll do one right now. All right, Rock. Let's see how it comes out. I saw a neat little tip to do blood veins. Take a purple piece of yarn and run it underneath, glue it down to the arm with some spirit gum, and then cover that with latex. And then you brush it blue and red and stuff like that. And you can make it look like there's veins just bulging out everywhere. Oh, cool. But yeah, it was yarn, man. Just simple yarn, Rock. And it looked neat. But it looked like varicose veins up underneath the skin and everything like that. It was so cool. All right, guys. We got 7 likes up in here. We got 10 new people. Why don't you guys come on in? Join the chat, say hi. If you're not, please hit the like button, subscribe, bell icon. Come check us out some other time, guys. You know, if you're just a little shy, that's fine. But you know what? We all love it around here. Come say hi. Ooh, I could do that one maybe. I think I have some yarn. Ooh, okay, okay, Rock. It's cool. I gave you an idea. Just a little bit of flesh-colored latex, some purple yarn, and a little bit of blue and red makeup, and man, it looks like varicose veins. It's creepy. I saw them do it to where it went even more detailed, and they just went from yarn to smaller strings all the way down, all the same color, so that way it would look like it was spreading out. You know, and the whole person did it for a zombie makeup. It looked great. All right, we got 8 people in here and 7 likes, guys. Let's try to get them likes up. We want to try to get 20 likes today. You know, at least at some point. If not this stream, then hopefully the next one. But guys, we got rid of our trolls so far. We don't have any more trolls yet, which is a great thing. Because, you know, they weren't bothering me with the majority of what they were saying. But when they brought my kids into it, that really bugged me. That really made me upset. That really pissed me off. And I almost hunted them down. Oh, thank you so much there, Zen. But I almost hunted them down because of that crap. You know, you don't talk about my kids. You don't bring somebody's kids into anything. That's wrong. You leave someone's kids out of it at all times. You know, and you want to jump me, jump me. Don't bring my kids into it. You know, it's just not right. They didn't ask for it. But all them haters are going to have some problems because I got all my paperwork back and I can prove all my shit. So, let's bring it on. Yeah, I can prove it all now because all my stuff is here. Feel bad you lost out on your kids. Yeah, man, it happens. Down here in Texas, they have a bad habit of siding strictly with the mom. And in my case, you know, it was 2 handicapped people that they were looking at. Me with schizophrenia and epilepsy, and my ex-wife with a disease called arthrogryposis. Well, my ex-wife had family that was helping her. She had a place she could stay. She had a vehicle. She had a job. And I was homeless, had no family, and had no one to help me. So I was all by myself. And because of that, they awarded full custody over to my ex-wife. And I mean full custody, 100%. And it was literally up to her if I could see the kids or not. But she said no. And I tried to give as much of my child support payments as I could. And guys, I was working, making $500 a month. They wanted $475 a month in child support. I was literally only making enough money to cover the first 2 days in food. So I couldn't even buy food, guys. So it was pay a partial payment or pay the full payment, and I was paying partial payments, which made her very, very upset. So she quit letting me see my kids. Then she took me back to court and got 100% custody awarded through another judge that decided that I did not need rights to my children. And that's exactly what happened. A female judge seen a man who was struggling, automatically assumed that he was just being lazy and took my rights away. But left me with child support. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that absolutely messed up? But that doesn't matter. I'll pay that child support. I'll pay that child support as many times as I can, over and over and over and over again. Why? Because those are my kids. Those are my babies. And I'm so proud of them. I don't know anything they've ever accomplished, but it doesn't matter. They're my babies. And I'm always going to be proud of them, and I'm always going to love them. And I hope to one day be able to reach them on here. That would be an amazing thing for one of them to actually be able to reach out and be like, hi, I know who you are, and finally be able to meet them, finally be able to talk to them again. I lost them when they were 3. Guys, they're going to turn 15 this year. 15. Yes, I have identical twins, by the way. But they're going to turn 15. And you want to know the only thing I have of them? I'll be right back, guys. Give me just a few seconds. All right, guys. This is all I have left of my sons. This picture. I've carried it around with me ever since I got it. It's been locked away for forever. But these are my sons. These are my baby boys. This is Elkin Lee and Jamie Owen. And I haven't seen them in forever. Well, it feels like forever. But that's my baby boys. My little Elkin and Jamie. Hello, my Jin Jin. I'm glad to see you're back, baby. We're going to put this back in the wallet. Right there behind Daddy's driver's license. Where they'll always be with me. Yeah, sorry guys, a little emotional on that one. But at least I could show y'all. Oh, you're all good, baby. You're all good. Where'd you go, Zen? Where'd you go, Rock? Seems like everybody's walking out on me here. But no, that is the only thing I have remaining of my 2 boys that shows me anything about them. I don't have anything else. But one day, they'll find me. And when they do, Daddy's waiting, boys. Oh, I got you. Okay, Zen. I just didn't see you there, brother. But yeah, that's my babies, guys. But other than that, I've got Shuck right now. I've got to focus on him, and I've got to focus on myself, so that way I'll be prepared when Elkin and Jamie finally do decide to return. You know, their daddy won't be a total. What is up, a waitress? How you doing? By the way, how's Lettuce doing? Is he feeling any better? You know, I know he's had a hard time with this, but is he feeling any better whatsoever? I know I'm just worried about the guy. You know, but other than that, it's nice having you in here, OHers, for sure. Oh, you don't know? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the guy gets better. Yeah, lettuce is lettuce. I guess you're right. I don't know the guy, but I don't wish him any harm, and I don't wish anything foul on him whatsoever. I hope he can get through this. You know, I wanted to be friends with him, but it just didn't work. You know, but it's all good. It's okay. You know, but it's a good. We're gonna drop a negative subject. We're gonna drop a negative subject. By the way, oh waitress, I showed everybody else. I'm going ahead and show you. Oh, thank you, oh waitress. But I'm going to show you something real quick. There, check this out. That's my babies. That's my Elkin and Jamie. That's who I lost. But I love them. And I'll get to see them again. They're going to find me. They're going to find me. Especially if this channel keeps growing. They're going to find me. I got to keep telling myself that. Yes. They're absolutely adorable, ain't they? Identical twins. Their names was Elkin Lee and Jamie Owen. And, well, Jamie Owens. And we called them Elkin Oak. Yes, they look exactly like me. Oh my God! If I went inside right now and got my baby pictures, which I can't because they're in you know, picture frames, I'll show you guys. But yeah, yes, Elkin, Elken, not I-N, E-N. But yeah, Elkin. And yeah, they look exactly like me. There's no denying those babies are mine, you know, and that's why I don't mind, even with all the struggles I go through, even with all the pain and all the heartache, you know, all the wishing. I'm still gonna pay that child support. You know, I might not have been the best at doing it, but I've had a hard road. Yes. I named them that on purpose. I don't like Elkin is hey Uncle Larry, how you doing? You know, you know, Elkin is an old Scottish Gaelic name meaning strength. Owens meant the same thing, protector. And so it was Elkin Lee and Jamie Owens. I miss him a lot. My aunt just passed on. Man, Uncle Larry, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I just lost custody, oh waitress. That's all that happened. I lost a divorce case. I didn't have a lawyer and I showed up late because I busted a tire. And the second time around, I didn't even have a home. So I literally just lost it. You know, I did my best, but man, sometimes you're just not good enough for the court system. And that's the big problem. I am 37 years old, Zen. That's not rude at all. I'm 37. and my boys are about to be 15. So I had them in my late 20s. I had them around the right time, but I damn sure wish they were here. And it's not rude asking me my age. Y'all can ask anything about me. I'm not going to hide it whatsoever. I have no reason to. Guys, what do I have to hide? People who hide stuff are people who've done bad things. I've never done anything bad, aside from pot, but I've never done anything bad in my life. I don't ask ages. I don't know how old people are. I do that on purpose so I can keep plausible deniability. So I didn't know that I was friends with an 8-year-old on here. She's doing good. She's hurting because of her sciatica. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't ask people's ages. I let them subscribe, man. If you like my content, you like my content. As long as they're not in my chat. That's all I ask. If you're underage, don't come to my chat. Watch my shows afterwards. Be a fan, but watch the shows afterwards. That's all I ask. And if you're old enough, you can get your parents' permission and they can email me at extyrriancreator1987@gmail.com. I don't mind it. Let me have the hate mail. Let me have the fan mail. I don't care. But I do care if there are underage people in my chat. But outside of it, watch them. I'm glad that she's just got sciatica, baby, and it wasn't anything worse. Jenny! What's up? How you doing, girl? It's Jenny. I gotta do that every time now. I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to do that every time. Y'all want to see where my pipe came from? Yeah, I'm happy to hear it too. You want to see where my pipe came from? That oak tree right there. I took a branch off of it and made myself a pipe. But that tree is where my pipe comes from. We got alerts. Your tree is getting low. That sucks. Got a black and white terrier puppy. They named it Pepper. Oh, Jen, that's so cute. That is so cute. But yeah, that's where this pipe comes from. It's from that tree, literally right there. Tree branch fell down. I cut sections off of it and then made this. I'm glad to hear that, but it's so awesome that I got a new little puppy. Because, unfortunately, if my shuck passes on, that's going to be the next thing I do. What am I going to do for a job now? As of right now, you're looking at it. As of right now, YouTube's my job. But Dad isn't going to cost me any bills. Okay, Jen, I'll see you in a little bit. But Dad isn't going to cost me any bills to live here. Plus, this place goes to me when he passes on anyway. So, I might just stay here, and just not bother moving and just find somewhere to store my RV until I go to visit Jen or something like that or learn to drive it. But other than that, I really don't know what the future holds right now. 'Tis the season of lawn care. Yeah, I did think about it. But to be honest, I don't have any of the equipment I need. And I don't have a truck. I don't have a vehicle. They're not going to want to come pick me up. My dad's not going to want to drive me out there early ass in the morning. He's retired. He's done told me just don't worry about it and focus on YouTube. So if that's what he's telling me to do while I'm living here, that's what I'm going to do. Guys, we're at 1,500 subscribers. We're at over 1,800 watch hours. We're almost to 1,900 watch hours, guys. So we're this close to monetization. Yeah. But I might just, one thing I did think about doing is putting out an advertisement for wildlife rescue. What's up, Rooster Boy? Nope, not in the swamps anymore. Now I'm in my dad's house. Now we're in suburbia. Joy. Got a neighbor there, got a highway right there. I'm not happy with it, but it's what I got to do. However, swamps are only about a mile away. So we're still going to get to go to the swamps. We're still going to get to walk around the woods. You know, I'm still the smiling swamp rat. So it doesn't matter, man. You know, I caught you live earlier today, brother. You know, you having a lot of trouble with that lawnmower. You rescued a bird from your cat this morning. That's cool. Yes, we have alligators here in Texas. Yes, we do, Rooster Boy. Especially here in the Southeast. You know, right here, as close as we are to Louisiana and as close as we are to the coast, you know, we got a lot of alligators. Ooh, a baby dove would be neat. Raising up a dove would be so much fun. The only thing is you have to get a second one when they get older. Yeah, it's warm out here right now, but as y'all can see, the wind is kicking it. So it's actually kind of cool. At the same time, it's hot. It's hard to explain, but the air's still definitely pretty sticky. I'm still sweating pretty good. And it's about, because of the winds today and the cloud cover, we dropped in temperature from this morning. But it's still pretty warm out here. You know, it's still in the 80s. But we're just used to 81, 82. What the heck? Oh, okay. Oh, damn, you can zoom in with this thing? I didn't know that. Oh my God, I have no intentions of keeping it, but I have no clue where it came from. Oh, I got you. Take it to your local vet, oh waitress. Take it to your local vet. They might be able to do something about it. You know, but they might know a rescuer or something. That's the easiest thing I can tell you. Take it to your local vet or your local Parks and Wildlife office, and they'll take care of it. That used to be my job, actually. I might start that back up. You know, I've got enough room out here to where I could maybe raise an animal or two if I had to rescue it. But that's going to probably be after Dad passes on. The bills here are not expensive. You only got power and $50 worth of water. That's it. And the only reason why it's $50 worth of water is because we're community water here. Everybody goes off the same artesian well. So everybody pays $50. You know, which makes life easier because that only means $100 out of my $300 every month. You know, and there's no telling, I might be getting more money before the end of that. I mean that they have, at the end of this road, they've got one big water well that's tapped 300 foot down into an artesian spring. And they've got a water filtration system. So at the end of this road right here, there's a water treatment plant, a small one, really little. And they transport that water all the way down this street. And there's a man that literally lives across the street from my dad who's in charge of that pump and that station. And he goes down there every day and takes care of it. And he collects $50 from everybody every month. You want to see the well? I'm not allowed to take you back there. That's not part of my dad's property. That's part of the trailer park. My dad bought, my ancestor bought this land, my grandfather, for my aunt and her husband. And then they put the trailer park in. That's when they put in the well. And before that, we had city water. But my uncle decided to get on with the well water because it was cheaper. So we have to pay $50 for the community well water for the trailer park. And that's fine with me because they treat it better and it's artesian spring water. It's not nasty city water full of chlorine and fluoride. So, yeah, I just can't take y'all back there. It's locked up with a privacy fence. You wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. Oh, I'm so sorry, my love. I'm sorry, my Jen, that you got to deal with that heat. But yeah, Rooster Boy, otherwise I'd take you around and I'd show you the well. But I kind of can't. I will show you this, though. You see that old building right there? That old building right there used to be the pump house until we switched over to community water. Now it's a storage building. My dad's rebuilt it like 3 times. You got a fan on you now, love? That's good. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's back to normal. Y'all don't need to be able to count the pores in my skin. Jesus. Trying to zoom in too far. Oh, no. I am a fat boy. You think I'm going to do a backflip off this sucker? I'll end up on my head. Yeah, you could do that, or you could take a cooler full of ice and put it behind the fan and leave it open. It'll pull that cold air off that ice and blow it straight into you. We have an ice machine over at my Uncle Wayne's, and every time his AC unit goes out, that's what we do. Either that or get you a block of dry ice and put behind it. But you better ventilate your house properly because that CO2 can kill you. So you guys got to definitely be careful about any jerry-rigged anything. Yeah, how is everybody this afternoon? Jin, thank you for asking. We only got about 12 minutes left, so we got to be as kind as we can for as long as we can. My sister gave me a Vernado fan like 30 years ago. Best fan I ever owned. Vernado. I've never heard of that brand. But it's the best fan you ever owned. Let's see why you want it. Baby, you're all good, my Jin. Point the fan up to the ceiling, yes. Because cold air falls, hot air rises. That's why an attic room is always way hotter than the rest of the house. Yeah, put it at an angle so it can pull air in from the back. So yeah, waitress, great idea. Scullio, what's up, brother? You came in at the last 10 minutes, man. But at least you got to show up. Haven't had much of a chat today. You know, hadn't had very many fans come in. You know, maybe we just losing our popularity. I don't know. But quite frankly, I'm not giving up. You know, I'm not going to quit because I don't see a point. Why quit because a few people want me to? You know, when there's so many that still want me on here. All right, Zen. That's all good, man. Yeah, just a little bit, Scullio. Oh, why don't I stream longer? Mainly because my phone takes forever to download a longer stream than an hour. And also because, in case I got stuff to do. You know, guys, I also support other people here on YouTube. So a lot of times I can only do an hour because I'm going to turn around for another hour and be going back to other people's lives and showing them some love, getting them some support, hitting a like, you know, and heading on out and hitting the next one up. You know, I only do the hours for those reasons. You know, and my watch time is doing great. So I ain't got much to complain about on the watch hours. You know, 1841 is nothing to complain about. Oh, I don't know the name of the phone. Nice, Jin Jin. That's good. I'm glad to see that you're doing good, before Portia. Did I not ask that earlier? I'm so sorry if I didn't. You know, I'm in a little bit of a hyper mood, and it's mainly because I got to go in there, and I'm trying to get myself hyped up to go in there and get the room finished, unpacked, you know, and looking normal instead of just everything in boxes. That's glad to hear there, my Jin Jin. I'm glad you've had a good day so far. All right, guys, we got 8 minutes left. You know, 8 minutes. If you want to say something, pop on in and say something. If not, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and come join us later. Yeah, I know, right? Unpacking, joy. Especially when you got to find somewhere to put everything. I don't know. Muhammad hasn't been around for a while, but, you know, I think with the war going on in India and all that stuff, and him being right smack dab in the middle of it, living in Kashmir, you know, I'm a little afraid of him. I mean, not afraid of him. I'm afraid for him. Yeah, I'm a little afraid for him for sure. Yeah, I hate cleaning up too. But you gotta, or else everything just stays nasty. But yeah, I'm worried about Muhammad. I really am, because he lives in a war-torn area, and I'm afraid he got hurt. You know, guys, I'm really worried about him. So I hope he shows up soon. Ciao for now, oh waitress. See you later. All right, guys, we got less than 7 minutes left. We got 6 minutes and some odd and 45 seconds left. So we're just gonna keep sitting here, just gonna keep on yakking, and yeah, come on in and join the conversation, guys. We only got a few minutes left. If more people join the conversation, I might stay longer. Hello, Kai Loves God. How you doing? We got one more in there. Let's get another 5 people in here and a few more likes. I might stay longer. How you doing, Kai? We just got back from eating Chinese food. That's why I look a little fat right now. Buffet. It'll definitely pack on the pounds. But here in a few hours, that's all gonna go away. Yeah, always great. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There you go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there's nothing wrong with my channel. It ain't broke, so I ain't fixing it. Had Dairy Queen. Oh yeah, Dairy Queen's always good. Gotta have a blizzard. You know, I'd like to thank everybody, especially anybody in here who watched any of my shorts today. Thank y'all so much. A couple of them have gotten well over 1,000. So thank you all so much for that. Yes, I get that. I'm trying to motivate myself into doing this unpacking. Oh my God, I don't want to do it. I just don't. I want to leave everything in a box, but I know I'm going to need something. You know, and this is going to be permanent residence. It's going to be permanent residence, you know. Yeah. Oh, I love Chinese food myself there, Cass. I love me some Chinese food. Oh, yeah. I'll make myself a fat man out of some Chinese food. I will. Be like that short. Oh, here, Chinese food. You order. You fat ass. You got everything. You know. You know, this, I love that little short. That guy makes me giggle every freaking time. Yes, and I love Chinese food too. Yeah, I had me some good sushi today too, man, which is not easy to find in Southeast Texas. So, good sushi is hard to come by. All right. Only do a couple puffs at a time, but it is what it is. Oh, I know you don't like sushi, my Jin Jin, but I do. I do. All right, guys. We got 3 minutes left. Everybody. everybody. Unfortunately. So 3 minutes and a half to be precise. But it's like I've said before, and I'll go on ahead and say it again. To my friend Destined to Recover, check her site out, Destined to Recover. Oh, you can't have sushi? I'm sorry about that. But to my friend Destined to Recover, and to quite a few other friends I've made, even Flying 90, who left the chat and left us all together. To all of those who encouraged me to do this channel, I still want to give a shout out and a thank you. Guys, even if y'all don't like me anymore. Why? Because y'all deserve it. Y'all gave me a reason to live. Guys, y'all actually set me on a path that has done me a lot of good. And I didn't think it would. I thought I'd get more trolls than anything because, fat, ugly, bearded guy here, hello. But apparently, people like me. Can I come to Greece? Maybe one day. See you guys tomorrow for Morning Mojo if you guys are not in final thoughts tonight. All right, Jin Jin. All right. See you later, Kai. Got to go to football practice. All right, let's kick that old pigskin around. Guys, my nephew is in football, and he does really, really, really well. He's fast as all get out. He's got an arm like a cannon, and literally can turn on a dime. Like, I've seen the guy chase down a rabbit, and I mean open field chase down a rabbit. Oh, I know, my love. Love it too until it comes back to haunt you. Yeah, I know, right? But, football, I'm not a huge fan of football. Never really have been. But it's a good sport for when you're in high school and college. I just don't think we should be paying professional sports athletes that much. They're not that big of entertainers. They're on for a part of a season. I love you too, my Jin Jin. Well, all right, guys, we've got a minute left, okay? We got 1 minute left before I've got to get off of here, go see what Dad needs, and then get to unpacking. Guys, unfortunately, the one thing about me is that I do put people before myself. Hello. I got you. But I got to go see what my dad needs. I got to go take care of my needs. We just got to go do a few things real quick. But as I always tell you guys, since this is the end of the show, y'all are the backbone of the channel, the absolute lifeblood of YouTube. If it wasn't for you guys, there would be no content creators. There would be no Roma Army. There would be no Flying 90. There would be no Clint Gage. There would be no Jen Holt. There would be no Markiplier. Guys, all these amazing people have all been selected because of YouTube. So when the world says they don't have a talent, I want to laugh at it. I do. Because they always do. You guys bring it out of people. Y'all do. Y'all give people the confidence they need to show off their talents. All right, guys? Now, I love all of y'all. I'll check you all later. Y'all are absolutely incredible. Remember, see you from the swamp, later from a gator. Love you, mama. Love you, papa. Love yourself. Be kind. Always find a way to help everybody. As for me and Trollsbane, we're going inside. Bye, everybody. Later.